Hello guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is a very serious topic, and it's probably not so fun for everybody because it's more talking. And the topic is learning guitar and the difficulties and the traps which lay out there like YouTube or stuff like that. I have a certain reason why I'm doing this video. But first let me introduce myself, why I think I can have an opinion on what is good for guitar learning or just learning music. I study music. At university. I'm a professor of music, I would say. I'm doing music all my life. I'm teaching all my life. I've been teaching at music university. I have my own guitar academy. I've been running my own websites back in the 2000s, which were leading in Europe. You know, I have some experience with guitar learning. I've been an instructor on guitartricks.com, on Gibson.com back in the 2000s. And I've seen a lot of students. Yeah, and of course myself, I'm playing guitars since I began, like on a daily basis, many hours in practicing, and for me music is the main thing which I put all my energy into perfection and to perfect ways of learning. And that's why I can speak about a few things, because I have the experience, but of course my experience is not necessarily the experience which you can have, you know. That's a very important thing. If one thing works for you, it might not be the one which works for somebody else, you know. That's one thing. But now let's get to the topic. In the past months and let's say 2, 3, 4 years, I noticed that quite a big number of students came into my room here or online, wanted to have some private lessons. And I also see from the comments, you know, from the tutorials I've been doing, the perception of guitar, how it is to learn guitar, has changed, and changed in a wrong direction. And I've been thinking about this topic, what happened, because it was not like this before. As I said, I've been teaching since the mid-90s, and now we're in a phase where stuff like that never happened before. I think one of the reasons is because guys like me, because there are so many YouTube channels out there where you can learn guitar from any type of guys, and you get any information on the fly instantly, and everything looks so easy and so accessible, you know. You get Gary Moore, you get whoever you want, you see all these cracks, you know, like the new guy, the new generation, Josh Mader, or what's his name? The Sicilian guy, I forgot his name, the guy with playing with the fingers. He's really awesome. And these guys share their knowledge and look so easy. But the point is, it just looks so easy. These guys, it looks so easy because these guys are really good, and all these instructions are really good. And what also, through the competition of YouTube, then people start to tell students, here, you can learn guitar playing in 2 weeks. With 3 chords, you can play 1,000 songs. You know, and all this stuff which creates sales, and everybody wants to learn fast. And some guys out there are giving an opportunity which gives the impression that this can work, but it doesn't work. You know, learning guitar is like, it's like a path. You start something, and the main problem which comes with all students is, how do I connect with the guitar? You know, how put the fingers here, how do the movements right, how do I understand music, how do I feel music, how can I just play it instantly? And that's comes with practice and the experience and the right guidance and the knowledge. Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. Even there are so many guys out there who are telling you there are shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. If you do shortcuts, you probably get somewhere, but then you're stuck in a, you know, in a road, you know, where it doesn't continue. There are so many tutorials where you can learn to play like Gary Moore, but you know, these guys also, they played all their life, and they have the experience, the stage performance, you know, the experience on stage, that this looks so easy. And if you really want to get on that level or near that level, you need to follow some other path, you know. There's also suffering. You need to do your miles on the guitar. And in this case, a coach or a guitar teacher can help you to make the right choices and not waste time and stuff which is not needed. That's a good thing to do. Avoid mistakes, but sometimes you need to make the mistakes to learn what is the way you have to do and stuff like that. And I strongly recommend to get out of this road which doesn't continue, that you start to take advices, or you start to interact with at least interact with other people, how they learn, and see that, you know, they have similar difficulties, and just get into this path of learning guitar. And I can tell, playing all my life and doing music all my life, the path never stops. You know, you have this curve at the beginning, like this. When you practice regularly with the right guidance, you can have a curve like this at the beginning with success. And then it gets flatter and flatter and flatter and flatter, and each time it needs more work to get a little bit better than at the beginning. And my thing is, that's what I always try to teach my students, and that's what I always do with these guys coming and saying, look, I can play this, I can play this. I said, but you're not connecting with music. Connect with music. Enjoy the ride. You know, you can connect with music after playing 3 months guitar. I have a guy here, he came and he couldn't play nothing. Well, he came 4 lessons per week, but in 3 months he could play, you know. And that's what it's all about, because the joy and the playing keeps you further, but you also need to have some discipline to do what is needed to get this connection with this thing here. The guitar is just a thing, and you need to work on it to get the connection, and the better the connection is, the better you have your automatisms working, the more you can enjoy what you're doing. And that's the right perspective, you know, not always think on short-term goals. I mean, it's cool to have them, but think about it, enjoy the ride. That's my main message about which I want to give out here. Enjoy the ride, work on the ride with discipline, and also work on it with the perception that there are no shortcuts. You know, I mean, I had one guy recently, big Gary Moore fan, and I know Gary Moore as an example. When you listen to his ballads, you know, you have a tune of 3-4 minutes, and three of the 4 minutes you think, I can play that because only a few notes. But then he has these small little things, and that makes the difference. There he shows how good he is. And also with the tone control, you know, tone control comes through the connection, and speed is not necessarily the thing which measures how good you're connected with your instrument. It's your tone control, you know. And tone control needs to have some guidance, and needs to have some inputs and stuff like that, you know. One note can make a difference. Tone control. Some guys say, I can play that note too, but can you control the tone? Can you control all notes you're playing? Then suddenly a few notes start to make sense. That's what it's about on this journey of guitar playing. It's to make sense and to be connected and to enjoy the ride. You can try to play like Gary Moore or Petrucci or whoever you want. Manuel Mancuso, that's the Sicilian guy. Well, that guy is beyond everybody. Probably that one is a bad a bad example. But you know, even these guys, we all pay a price for what we're doing here. Think about it as a life experience. That will keep you going through the whole thing, you know? You always pay a price for what you're doing here, you know? And there are no shortcuts. That's my advice, which I want to give to you guys. And don't listen to the guys who say to you, "Oh wow, you know, you can play 1,000 songs in only 2 weeks with 3 chords." I mean, that's a good sales trick for everybody who wants to play fast, but that's not the way it works. Maybe it works like this for 3-4 months, but then you run into the wall, you know, and then it doesn't continue anymore. And try to avoid walls. Yo, that's what I wanted to say here. I hope it was not too annoying for you guys. If you want to interact more, check out my academy. The link is in the description box. And otherwise, make your thoughts about this, what I just said. It's really a topic. I thought it was about time that I do a video about this, because I noticed how much this topic came up with, because there's so much stuff out there, but nobody's really telling the guys the truth. It's about the journey, and it's not about doing it in 2 weeks, you know. But that's the truth. Yo, that's my 5 cents on the topic, my truth. See you guys.